In today's episode we have two games as usual, but we also have one very important contract renewal. Is it Pellegri's, is it Gilmore's, or is it someone else? Let's find out. Hey guys, my name is Jochen and welcome to part 27 of Iberian Sun, a football manager adventure played on Google Stadia. If you like the series so far, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more football manager videos. Since you were last here, which was the awesome game against Tubol at home, we have done awful in the league. Really just plain awful. We have lost 2 games and the other 2 games we drew. We didn't win a single freaking game since the last episode. In the league, might I add. Because we are still in the PT Cup. We will play the 5th round in January. So that's good. But most of all, we are killing European football. Today we will play the last game at home against Sparta Prague. But we are already qualified, along with the Bulgarian guys of Ludogorets. We have won all games except for 1 draw against that very side at home. I mean, I know they're not the strongest teams, but it is European football. The board wants us to proceed to the first knockout round, which we have pretty much accomplished at this point. At least I think, because I can't see it anywhere yet. I think after this round is the knockout round. Let me know down in the comments. I am really unfamiliar with this competition. But I am guessing the next game or the next round we play, not the next game, that's today. The next round we play is that very knockout round. So we are doing awesome in Europe. Let's keep that in mind. Let's just keep the league stuff out of the picture for just 1 second and focus on the good things. Because if we have a look at the league table, you can see that we are in a disappointing 10th position. We have 11 points out of 8 games. We have a couple of games in hand on the teams that are directly above us. So I'm not panicking at all. I am just most curious to see what we will do against Vitória Guimarães, who are massively underachieving at this point. They are in 16th position, and if you don't remember, they finished in 2nd position last year. So really curious to see, but let's say we win that game. We are already a couple of places higher than we are now. So everything is to play for. Let's just keep it at our recent form in the league hasn't been great. Before we head into any game at all, I have 2 big announcements. First of all, our Italian stallion dynamite, Pietro Pellegri. As you can see, we are now at the end of October. He is still with us because no offers, literally not one single offer has come in after I ended last episode. So the transfer window ended, Pellegri is still here. I still have the promise that I made to him. If an offer comes in of 2.5 million or higher, I will accept it. As I mentioned in the last episode, I will try and make it, of course, financially as interesting as possible for La Rosa, but I will accept the offer. I promised him, and I'm a man of my word. I am pretty sure if I see those teams that he is not going to be here much longer. That being said, of course, he will be here until January, but I think if I have to make a bold prediction, he will leave the club in the January transfer window. Now, I have tried to give him a new contract, of course, but every time I get this saying that he is unhappy, which he actually isn't, he is still content, whatever that means. But he won't sign a new contract, so that is another reason why I think Pellegri won't be here much longer. And now, of course, the second newsflash of the episode, and I mentioned it in the intro. Someone, an important someone, has signed a new contract. By now, you know, I hope, otherwise I'm not doing my job very well, that it's not Pellegri. Spoiler, it's also not Gilmore. It is, of course, Daniel Borges. He has signed a 5K 5-year contract, and I mean, I'll say it again on camera. If I am still manager of La Rosa within 2 years, this guy will most definitely be our team captain, which also makes him the highest valued player at Lusitania La Rosa with 6 million. That's right, Billy G, our star player and basically the best player in the whole of Portugal, he is only worth a miserable 3.5 million. This is not even funny anymore, it's insulting. But hey, whoa, he's wanted by Norwich and Sporting. Let me just check his contract real fast. He has a minimum fee release clause for clubs in the Champions League of 26.5 million. I am pretty sure that Sporting and Norwich, of course, is not a Champions League club. So at this point, no panic. But I am thinking about renewing Gilmore's contract at the end of the season, just to make sure that should we end higher up in the league than I am anticipating, that he doesn't get stolen, basically. One more thing before we head into our first game, I signed one last player in the transfer window. Comes from Family Sao for 700k. Welcome, Guilherme Cunha. Now this is quite a funny story because the single reason that I bought this guy is because he was wanted and even offered a contract by Sporting, Porto, Benfica, Boavista, you name it. Every club of some stature in Portugal offered him a contract. He was on my shortlist, otherwise I wouldn't have been notified, of course. But he wasn't like a transfer target of mine, so I had no intention of signing him until I saw that happen. So I thought, what the hell, let's offer a contract also, and he will probably go to Benfica or Porto. I would. I mean, let's just be honest. And what do you know, he chose us over all the other clubs, so thank you for the confidence, Guilherme. He is 16 years old, he has a 1.5 star current ability and a possible 5 freaking star potential ability, which is probably why he was that wanted. Now he is an actual winger on the right hand side, and at this point I use inside forwards mainly, or inverted wingers, whatever. But maybe we have by now found our right winger for the future. I mean, he has 16 dribbling already and he's 16 years old, so what do you know, determination 17, awesome, work rate, an important one for a youngster to develop, 13. I think there is a possibility that we have a gem in our hands right here, but we'll see about that when the time comes. Let's just let him ripe slowly in our under 19 squad and maybe start loaning him out next season. And now it's time for the first game of today's episode, away in the league at Vitória Guimarães. I am really excited and a little bit, I don't know, I'm feeling something in my bones. It's not good, I'll tell you that. I have a feeling we might lose this game. I don't know why, sue me. The team, to hopefully not lose it: Centurion in goal, Andre, Faz, Knight and De La Fuente as our back four, Borges and Gilmore in midfield, Barrial and Diego Raposo on the wings, and Petkov and still Pellegrini as our striker duo. We don't have any suspensions or injuries going on. Conceição and Jorginho are still getting their match fitness back up. I'm not recognizing anyone right away, but I am recognizing that they also use the wings, so I am curious to see how that will play out. Let's go to our dressing room. Expected to pick up where they left off. Okay, the European game. I agree. Nobody cared. Alrighty, kickoff. First highlight after 2 minutes of play, a corner kick for Guimarães gets headed away. Raposo collects the ball and gets it to Petkov. Can he skip past that dude? He can, with a little stumble, but that's okay. Gets it back to Thiago Andre. Barrial! Woo, what an awesome goal. 4th goal of the season. Assist by Thiago Andre. Yay for our left wing. Let's have another look. Petkov gets past his man. Doesn't matter how he does it, but he does. Gets it to Thiago Andre, and then on the edge of offside once again, but simply turns and shoots. Barrial in the far corner. We are 1-0 up after 2.5 minutes. Awesome. New highlight after 7 minutes. Goal kick for Guimarães. Falls to Davidson. Tibbling now. That's an awesome ball to Ramon. Gets the cross in, and that is an awesome save by our warrior Centurion. Wow. Immediate new highlight, a long throw in. Falls into Vera's feet, and did he save it again? Nope, it's a goal kick. Good stuff. 25 minutes in, new highlight for us. Knight with the ball. Gets chased down by two guys, but gets it to Centurion. Good ball to Gilmore. There he is, our playmaker. And there he is, Borges, our, future captain. Let's just keep repeating it. Barreal now on the left-hand side. Crosses it. And, Pellegrini heads it just over the bar. We're still 1-0 up. And maybe I should praise him. I don't know if anyone is going to care. Some are fired up. Okay. We are almost at halftime. It's not the most eventful first half we have ever seen, but we are 1-0 up. Shots wise, they are the better team. They even have more possession than we do. This is a rare sight, isn't it? Dressing room, they did well. I absolutely agree. Let's praise them again. Once again, a couple of guys are fired up. We are 60 minutes in. New highlight now. Free kick for Guimaraes. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, the ball gets cleared. I thought it was a goal or offside, but okay. Whew. Things got a little heated. Corner kick now with Roquinha. Swings it in, swings it out actually. And we are safe. The highlight ends, 65 minutes. Let's keep an eye out for our first substitution, which I will do just now. Let's give Jorginho some playing time to get his match fitness back up to speed. I am going to praise him once again. Not sure what the consequences of that shout were. We will see that in a minute. Jorginho now with the throw-in. Gets the ball back. Can he get a cross in? He can. Pellegrini, with some kind of whatever, bicycle, scissor kick. I don't know how you call it, but it was awesome. Before we do our next substitution, first another highlight for Guimaraes. De La Fuente intercepts and heads it to Gilmore. Please don't lose it. Risky ball, but Borges gets there. Barreal. Jorginho goes for the overlap. Good stuff. Come on, man. He still has some room. Borges from range. He did score, by the way. He did score in one of the previous games. New highlight once again. Edwards swings it in and Raposo intercepts. Come on, man. He was really open, but couldn't get the ball to Pellegrini. And I have a feeling, good interception. De La Fuente now to Borges, who is booked. Not the best ball. Let's just keep possession. Damn, it's like, what, 10 minutes left? This is a weird long highlight. There you go. And I can feel it. I feel it in my bones. Roquinha to Mendes to Mikel has all the time in the world. And for the love of God. Damn it. And it's not that it's undeserved for Guimaraes, but what should I shout? Maybe show some passion. Let's look at it again, and it's simply they were given too much space. Bam. Good shot. I'll give him that. Skip, please. Let's also check our substitutions. Billy G is having a rare, not awesome game. I am going to leave him on though, and I am going to take Borges off for Berg, and maybe also Raposo for Conceição. Let's go. A draw in Guimaraes isn't a bad result, but since they are at the bottom of the league table, I would have really liked to win this game. But there we go. Conceição now to Berg. That's an awesome ball. Pellegrini's through. Come on. Yes, sirree, Bob. Pietro, and I am going to go to defensive at least, if you ask me. Let's do an immediate shout after it. Let's look at it again. Conceição, and then Berg with an awesome ball. Damn, that's an awesome ball. Pellegrini needs 2 tries, but as long as the end result is a goal, it's fine with me. Okay, let's do the praise shout right away. There we go. Please note, not another highlight. Okay. De La Fuente heads it away. Just keep possession, boys. You can do it. Berg with the ball. Don't lose it. Barreal has all the space in the world. Another awesome ball for Pellegrini, and once again misses it and doesn't get a second chance this time. 3 minutes and something left, and come on, man. Come on, man. Jorginho with the throw-in. Takes his time, but I'm afraid if the highlight keeps rolling, we all know what can happen in those final minutes. Gilmore now. That's a really good ball to De La Fuente. Just keep it in. You have the time. Yep, there we go. Conceição. Gilmore again. Can he do something from range? Nope, to Conceição. Just keep possession. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Tiki-taka. Although we're not playing a tiki-taka system, but who cares? Don't lose it, Billy. Yes. And sometimes it's weird in Football Manager. Like now it's 3 minutes left and I'm not sure if anything will happen in this highlight, but it simply keeps rolling. And there we go. Oh. 1 minute left and we have beaten Vitória Guimarães at their place 2-1. We have more shots on targets, and we have more possession. I mean, I know we don't have a lot on them, but we do. So, dressing room, tell the boys I did well, yes sirree Bob, and team talk, and game 1. Now, since that was the last league game before the World Cup, let's just have a look at the league table, because this will be the league table at least until the beginning of January. We are in 7th position, still have a game in hand on Santa Clara, but even if we win that, we have 17 points, so we just might close the gap a little more. But that is how it is at this point in the game. Penafiel is in 9th position. Of course, Guimarães didn't really improve, and Boa Vista is also underachieving by being in 15th position. I think Santa Clara and Chaves, they have also beaten us, by the way. They are the new guys in town for this year in the Premier League, so they are doing not too bad, especially Santa Clara. Top 4, Sporting, Benfica, Porto, Rio Ave. Familiar faces, I would say. In other news, Borgas has once again scored the Premier League goal of the month. I did tell you that he scored a goal in one of the previous games. Well, here it is in the game against Maritimo. Pellegrini has the ball on the right hand side, crosses it but it gets headed away, falls to Raposo, and he just puts it on a platter for Borges, and Borges does what Borges does best, score from range. Time for game 2 of today's episode, and it is European football time. We are playing at home Sparta Prague. We are already qualified, as I mentioned, so it is basically a matter of who is going to finish first and who is going to finish second in Group D. Let's have a look at the squad. Now, since the result of this game doesn't matter at all, I think a little rotation is suited here. So for example, you won't see Gilmore in this game, you won't see Josh Knight. We are going to play some players in the starting 11 who maybe at this point aren't playing as much as they should. So keep that in mind when we get hammered by Sparta Prague. That being said, Centurion in goal. I won't rotate him, we know that. Jorginho, João Pinto, Mingueza and Alex Pinto as our back 4. Branton and Berg in midfield. Peralta on the left wing. Conceição as an inside forward on the right wing. And Fredriksson and Pellegrini. I think Pellegrini is the only one except for Centurion, I think, that I haven't rotated. Doesn't matter. Fredriksson and Pellegrini as our striker duo. No need to look at the Sparta Prague team. We are going to the dressing room. They're expected to prove a point. Okay. Oh, more motivation than usual. Let's do this. 10 minutes in and not a single highlight. There we go. Corner kick with Conceição and bam, João Pinto. His 4th goal of the season, because I think he scored twice on camera, didn't he? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Assist by Conceição from the corner kick. Let's have another look. I think he uses his beautiful brain. Bam. We are 1-0 up after 13.5 minutes. And I think you can say this is, maybe it's not a B squad that I've put out there, but still, you know what I mean. New corner kick once again with Conceição, new in-swinging corner, and Fredriksson makes it 2-0 with his 3rd goal of the season. Assist by Antonio Peralta. I think maybe Peralta was trying to score with his head himself. But by doing that, he assisted Fredriksson. Yep, oh no, the keeper saves it, and then Fredriksson with the beautiful rebound. Bam, we are 2-0 up after 21 minutes of play. First highlight for Sparta Prague, also a corner, and it gets headed away but falls to Sucky. There's your name. Hartman to Jakubov, I think, and then a name I can't pronounce, Kutlech now, but misses the target. I'm not sure. Nope, I didn't praise him. There we go. Since we are 2-0 up after half an hour of play, and the match stats don't lie. We are almost at 40 minutes and a goal kick for Sparta Prague. Falls to Joao Pinto. He's a good header, isn't he? Branton now to Burke, our Gilmore replacing playmaker of today. Centurion takes his time, gets it to Mingueza. Once again, Berg. That is an awesome ball to Pellegrini. Can he cross it maybe or put it back to Conceição? And whoa! What just happened? Fourth goal of the season. That's what happened for Conceição. Assist by Pellegrini, but holy smoke balls. Let's look at that again. Berg with an awesome ball to Pellegrini, and then, unselfish as he is, gets it to Conceição, and he just says, don't mind if I do. Via the crossbar, we are 3-0 up after almost one half of play, because we have reached, I think, halftime. There we go. Like I said, match stats don't lie. Dressing room, please. They did well. Yep, I agree. Everyone's delighted. Start second half. Almost 60 minutes in and no highlight yet in the second half. Let's keep an eye out for substitutions maybe. Let's just... Oh, highlight started. Let's have a look. Conceição, another corner. Ooh, there he was again. Joao Pinto, but just heads it over the goal. Okay, substitution. Let's take him off because he is the lowest in fitness. For Wout Vaas, okay, and also Conceição for, let's put Klimov on, and let's get Fredriksson to the right wing. 85 minutes in, and we are almost at the end of the game. We are still 3-0 up. The second half was way less eventful than the first one, but that doesn't matter. We have beaten Sparta Prague 3-0, so that means... no matter what's the other team, the Bulgarian team did, we will finish top of the group. Tell the boys they did well. Yep, there we go. And team talk continue. So these are the final standings in our Euro Cup 2 group phase. We have absolutely dominated this group and we have nailed European football so far. So 16 points out of 18. First place, of course, Ludogorets. Second place also qualifies for the knockout round, I think, with 10 points. Rosenborg and Sparta Prague, sucks to be you. Now guys, like I said in the last episode, November and December we have no games with La Rosa, except for friendlies that I organized, but no league games, no cup games, whatever, because it is the freaking World Cup in Qatar. Now it starts on November 21st and it probably goes on until mid or late December, I'm not sure. Either way, if we look at the schedule, I think we will be back for regular football at the beginning of January. Probably I'll do, I'm not sure, maybe we'll do the PT Cup round, because if we win that game, we tick the board requirement for that competition. So probably that game and Rio Ave, since they are a pretty decent side who are in 4th position by now. We'll do those two games in that episode, but in between... So next episode, I will be covering the World Cup. I won't go into too much detail of every game, but we will just cover the World Cup. We'll go through all the rounds, through all the knockout rounds, and I'm not sure if it is possible to watch a game. If so, we will watch the highlights from the final. Bam. So guys, that was it for today's episode. If you've enjoyed it, please leave me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Football Manager content. Meet me down in the comments or follow the social media links that I have put in the description. I thank you for watching and I will see you at the World Cup very soon.